Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have 3, possibly 4 stories, but the first one is what's happening in New York City right now.
Leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk. If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct.
Holy shit.
I'm so glad I'm here, not there. They have gone to level 3 mobilization. Well, what does that exactly mean? The second highest alert level, calling all special units and squad cars from every command. Had to look it up and want to share that with you. Unbelievable. Now, this next story is also happening, well, it didn't happen today, but it's been happening. And it's these squatters that are taking advantage of the system because he's offering his comrades tips on how to invade unoccupied homes and invoke squatters' rights in the United States. And he's talking about referring to adverse possession laws, commonly known as squatters' rights, which allow unlawful property occupants rights over the property they occupy without the owner's consent in certain circumstances.
Gente, he pensado invadir una casa en United States, ya que me enteré que existe una ley que dice que si una casa no está habitada, podemos expropiarla.
I have no idea what those certain circumstances are, but this should be an open and closed case. He's already got, he says that he has African friends who have already taken about 7 homes. The video's gotten 3.9 million views. As I was doing my research today, I noticed that Tyson Food, the second largest global producer of animal protein, has issued a warning. They're saying this quarter is going to be worse than the last due to cumulative inflation, which they're saying is 20%, and the combination of high inflation and a slow savings rate. So everybody's starting to experience everything we've been talking about on this channel for 2.5 years. Is starting to get here. We were early. We're prepared. So I don't just make videos to make them. I really do try to encourage and want the best for everybody and just kind of, take action, that action thing. That's what's hard to do when it comes to prepping, because it seems like everything's just always kind of okay. But guys, if you're not prepping now, the best time was 20 years ago. The next best time is right now. Now, the reason I bring the Tyson Food thing up is because I've been following the bird flu for a long time. I know this isn't new on YouTube, but the evidence rolling out how it's transmitting from cow to cow is somewhat new. This is, and other mammals, cats and sea creatures, mammals, sea animals. And it's one of those things that we have to watch. I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but if Tyson's having a bad quarter already, what happens when they start killing chickens and cows because they have some type of virus? See, the problem with anything like this, like we saw in the last thing, pandemic, I can talk about now, I couldn't before. We saw government overreach. We saw all the bad people make all the wrong decisions. And that's what is going to happen. But first, the concerns raised by Tyson Foods has already been raised by McDonald's and Starbucks. collectively indicating flattering demand among low income during a period of stagflation. We've talked about stagflation, and that's going to be, remember me saying that's going to be the new, people are going to be talking about inflation and then stagflation, and now we're going to start hearing recession, and eventually we're going to start hearing depression. That's what I feel. I don't know when, time evades me, but be looking for Tyson to go a little lower. It's already down 8% on this, bad talk. So it's probably a lot worse than what they're saying. Now, if you combine that with the bird flu like I was trying to do earlier, I just want to fill in a little bit. I want to give you some ideas. I'm not a doctor, but I was watching MedCram. A community member reached out and said, hey, watch MedCram. He's way more qualified than me, but I'm always kind of reserved. I don't know. Let me figure you out first. But he did have 4 medications that are used to treat the bird flu. So I wanted to put that on the screen. That way you can screenshot it. And I'm not a doctor, far from a lot of things, but I'm not one of those. But maybe you can do your research and that might be a prep for you. It might not be. You might not want to do anything. But I just want to put you, what I learn, I try to show you guys. That way we can kind of work together. And, before I get too far ahead, Stacey told me that if you're interested in the new price list for precious metals, she's a broker for Miles Franklin, most of you know. The pre-33 gold, that was $17.50 over spot. It was crazy cheap. I told you as soon as I heard about it. They're not that cheap anymore, but they're still not bad. They're like 35 bucks over spot. That's for a half ounce. But it's pre-33. 10-ounce gold maple leafs are backdated 29 to over for a 10th ounce of gold, Let me know what you think about that. And silver cougarins are $3.10 over. But if you want the list, you can get the list. All you have to do is text 318-564-5823. That is Stacey's work phone. You're going to talk directly to my wife, and she'll take very good care of you, have any precious metal needs. But I want to tell you, get 3 bids. My goal is for you to have real money and not be part of the problem. We don't know when that is. I will show you the silver charts at the end of this video where we talked about it touching the imbalance, and then it took off. It did. It went up. It did exactly like we thought it was going to do. That's a good indication. Wick below, the next candle is up. So try to remember that. It touched our gap, and now it's probably about to go up. Not financial advice. I very well could be wrong. If it misses this one, the next candle will probably be up, but it could possibly come back down and hit the gold volume imbalance, and it came back down and it, bink, touched on the gold volume imbalance. Where's it going to go from here? I can't wait to show you, or try to figure it out. Nobody really knows for sure. Back to the virus. I hope this isn't the X disease, whatever they call it, the disease X. It's been detected in 8 states so far. This is not me. Go look for yourself. I'm not trying to scare anybody. Fragments have been found in 20% of commercial milk, but no live viruses after the pasteurization. Human-to-human transmission is rare, but we learned in the leak, supposedly the leak from the last video, that they'd been working on it for a while. And then remember, I went back to a study that was done in 2011, 2012, where the Obama administration was working on this gain of function stuff. And the 200 scientists were like, hey, what are you doing? Can we get some ethics here? Can we look at this? And 12, 15 months later, they still don't have anything. Fact is, what are we doing? We're making viruses worse. We're doing all the wrong things. It's in dairy cattle, cats, and showing cow-to-cow transmission, which is a pretty big deal. But not just yet. Don't get too worried. The U.S.-China research project that started in 2021, talked about that already. I'm trying not to beat that up too much. They'll take me down faster than a cat in a sandbox. Aggressive government response. I wrote that down. That's what we have to worry about. So they do this PCR test or whatever they do, and it shows up. Oh, well, it's got the disease X. We're going to have to take it out, and all of the other ones, to make sure it's all gone. because you need to be eating bugs anyway. Remember, the bug manufacturing industry is going to grow more than 26% a year. Just know that's the plans, is to feed bugs to the population. And I've searched high and low, and it's hard to find the products that are actually putting bugs in your food. But they said they like to put it in packaged goods because it kind of hid it. You know, you're able to sell good protein without telling them exactly where it came from. I have a problem with that. Potential impacts and concerns. Guys, outbreak, that's one I got wrote down here. Lab leaks, you know, it's already here. We're gonna have an outbreak. It's gonna go from cow to cat to humans. Who knows? And if it starts spreading from human to human, I don't even want to talk about it. But is it going to be the third one? Increased corporate control over the food system through heavy regulations. I really appreciate it when you guys put stuff together in the comments. Like, you really show me a few things. We help each other. And what do you think's going on? Nobody knows 100%, but we do have clues and we have discernment. And I would like to know what you think. What do you think this is all about? You know, how's it going to go down? And you don't have to be, you know, just kind of fill me in on what you think, because the odds are if this community starts saying the same thing, anybody that watches this video can go in the comment section and read through the comments and know these people in the comments are salt of the earth. I mean, they're just like us. They're just like me and you. That's why it was so cool meeting and hanging out, because it was like we've been friends forever. That's the community. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's not just me saying it, it's the community saying it too. So let me know what you think. I really appreciate it. It's really hard to make videos lately. It's just so, all the news is bad and I hate it. But it's factual, and from what we can tell, it's really hard to get good news. But we have to watch each other's back, because it's fixing to get gnarly. There's some things they're fixing to start pushing when we have the WHO to talk about and all that. You know what? Let me turn this around. I'm tired of being doomy. People are standing up. People are starting to say, no, I'm not going to do that. And I have a feeling the other side's not going to like it too much. Now, we know there's going to be pestilence and wars and rumors of wars and all that stuff, and it already is. It's already happening. This is the beginning of sorrows. Matthew 24:7 or 8, maybe it's 8. I think that's exactly where we're at. That doesn't sound very chipper, but just know it's all part of it. It's all part of the plan. We just happen to be here to watch it all go down. Guys, have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. Later.